Have you ever wondered what the difference is between prepaids and closing costs? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Aaron Bowman and my team and I sell real estate right here in Connecticut. And like I said, on today's video, we're talking about the difference between prepaids and closing costs. This is a question I get asked a lot, so I figured I'd tackle it in today's video. Now, you're probably gonna hear my neighbor mowing his lawn. It's early in the morning. I don't know why he's out so early, but hey, it is what it is. So we're just gonna roll with it. So the prepaids and closing costs. Closing costs are paid at closing. Prepaids are paid before closing. Okay, so the first prepaid we're going to talk about is homeowners insurance. Now that's very important because it protects you as the homeowner should something happen to your new purchase, and it also protects the bank. Now homeowners insurance is normally paid a year at a time. So that all has to get put into place before you buy your house. The next thing is going to be taxes, and that's going to be something that the lender will figure out based on the date and time of your closing, because when you take that property over, there's going to be certain property taxes you have to pay for owning that property. And the last one's going to be mortgage interest. So if you're closing on the 15th and the 30th is the last day of the month, you have to pay interest on those 15 days. So I'm trying to keep this very simple because you can get really, wrapped around the axle with this or lost in the weeds, however you want to put it. Okay, so now that we kind of have an idea of what prepaids are, let's talk about closing costs. Now, closing costs, unlike prepaids, are paid at the closing. They're not paid ahead of time. And closing costs can be everything from attorney fees, title search company fees, recording fees for the state or town. Most towns here in Connecticut, I think, are about $75 to record the title once the transfer of ownership has taken place. Also, your real estate commission is going to be in there if you have a contract with your agent and they are requesting a 3%. Maybe there's only a 2% commission on the house. You'd have to pay that other 1% out of your pocket because that's what you had for an agreement with your realtor. So that's really the basics of prepaid versus closing costs. You just have to remember that prepaids are things that are going to be put into escrow accounts to help pay for, like I said, the insurance a year in advance, interest on the mortgage, anything like that, any type of conveyance tax fees or anything like that, because the state's going to want their money. So you got to make sure that you have some money set aside when purchasing a home, and the best person to talk to about that would be your lender. They'll be able to let you know what you need set aside. Now, if you happen not to have all that money set aside, because that can rack up pretty quickly to a few thousands of dollars. Now, there is one thing that you can ask for when buying a property, and that's seller concessions. And I don't want to get too much into that, but basically what it's going to do is the seller of the property is going to give you some money at closing to help with your prepaids and your closing costs. So maybe I'll do another video on that. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to know about seller concessions, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.